love it. All right. Matt Coulon, owner of Mudbugs, and Kendol Collins is one of our kind of official chefs, cooks of the show. Join us on the Out of Bounds Show, 105.9 The Zone, ESPN. That was funny. We've got beer taps in the studio. Are we on right now? All right, you can watch what's going on. If you want to see the studio, go to YouTube. And
you have cheese on that?
And search Out of Bounds Sports. Kendall is looking over and making sure that Matt is doing what he's supposed to be doing, which there's a lot of irony in that. Matt's the one that owns 2 restaurants.
I was thinking the same.
Now, Kendall did cook at Mudbugs for a year?
Now, about 4 years.
4 years?
Full time.
Okay.
My wife, Callie, bartended, and I cooked. This was obviously pre-kids.
Okay, so you were there for 4 years. You cooked tens of thousands of pounds of crawfish.
I figured it up once, and it was well over 100,000 pounds.
100,000 pounds of crawfish. You ever cook it at your house?
No, I don't. I don't cook now. Good way to learn not to like crawfish.
I just go to Mudbugs and pick up a sack.
No, we do the same thing, unless I get roped into coming out of retirement every now and then.
That's right. You came out of retirement one weekend last year.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think you came up and drank beer with me in the back. And
yeah, that was fun. That was fun. We've got the Blakey Blakester with us, Kendol Collins, Matt Coulon. Mudbugs representation in the studio today. All right, Kendall, walk me through this crawfish quesadilla that you and Matt are whipping up.
All right, so several years ago, we were, what do we do? What can we offer besides just peeling out crawfish tails and eating them? And when in the heart of the season, the prices come down, we decided to start doing these crawfish quesadillas. We have the guys that work there literally peel out crawfish tails in the mornings after the first batch. We cut up the sausage, the corn, add some green onion to it, and some cheese, and bam, you've got a crawfish quesadilla. And it's my wife, Callie, that's her go-to. She'll eat some crawfish, but that's what she wants every time. But as Matt and I were talking earlier, it's not available all the time.
Yeah.
When crawfish is...
It's like a special in a restaurant.
Yeah, it's when Mudbugs can sell out of all its crawfish, we're not making crawfish quesadillas.
Right.
But in the heart of the season, you can expect it most of the time.
I didn't even think about sausage and green onions. That is heaven.
It
right
looks
there.
amazing.
Yeah, and it smells. So in the last segment, Matt and Kendall started firing this whole thing up, and it just totally changed the game in here.
I guess you were cooking the sausage?
Yeah, we'll brown the sausage, give it a little bite, a little more flavor to it.
Okay.
It is all the sausage and corn that has been cooked in the regular Mudbug specialty seasoning.
Okay.
What
is that thing that y'all are cooking on over there? Because it looks like something I need to invest in.
Just a simple electric griddle.
We talked about that before for the closet, but we have to have venting.
Okay.
We've been having to practice with it. At the restaurant, we use like a panini press.
I love those things.
Oh, yeah. But we thought about bringing one up here. That might kill the electricity in the studio. and nobody goes on the air.
I love it. Do you have a panini press, Blake?
I have a George Foreman, it could be a panini press, I guess. It's like, one of those that you can either put the panini thing in or you can put the flat griddle pans in so you can do different things on it. Yeah. Hamburger. I guess it's for like city people. It's probably the closest thing to a grill, I guess.
Can you imagine being able to have a grill?
Yeah. Well, I've got a cousin who lives in Harlem.
I can't even wrap my brain around
I got a cousin who lives in Harlem. He's a teacher up there in New York, and they can't do. He's got a little balcony, quote unquote.
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
he can't
it's
fire
like
it
3
up.
feet by 2 feet, but you can't do anything on it. Yeah.
Can you imagine, Kendall?
We grill multiple nights a week.
Yeah, exactly.
I have 3 different grills.
People spend millions of dollars on their outdoor furniture, let alone how they set up their outdoor entertainment. Alone.
We have guys listening who just specialize in outdoor kitchens.
Yeah. Oh, our friend of the show, T-Powell, right?
T-Powell.
That's what his specialty is. Yeah.
Kirk Cameron, Madison Planning Design Group.
T-Powell. I can't imagine where you don't even he has to take his little dog out to some grass that's behind their apartment complex.
We just interrupted, Kendall.
Yeah.
Let's get back into this. Sorry.
Quesadillas.
You left off
Blake likes
on-
to rumble. It's fine.
He does ramble. It's gotten worse in the last couple of months.
It has.
And maybe it's the pandemic. All right, you just ended on crawfish, green onions, and sausage. Take it away.
And then, of course, cut the corn off the cob that's
Yeah,
left
that's
over.
it.
And, of course, anybody that eats enough crawfish knows the corn's got the spice in it.
That's the kick.
That is the kicker on it.
I love quesadillas, chicken quesadillas, done well. Steak quesadillas, crawfish quesadillas, you name it. It's one of my favorite.
Well, I think this
meals.
started when it was like National Quesadilla Day.
That's
And
right.
I
That's
was
what it
I was
was.
texting the show because y'all were wanting to know the best quesadilla in town, and then
We can always do it next.
But
Go
then,
ahead.
then found out that Matt, I think, on the side was texting you about them, and
That's
then
right.
next thing we know, so I guess we're going on the show, and
Yeah, so we had National Quesadilla Day. That's right, about a month or so ago. And that is what has led to this Mudbugs crawfish quesadilla, which you can't get on the menu, but every now and then. It's kind of run as a special from January through May or June, depending on how long the two Mudbugs are open. Man, I'm excited about this.
I mean,
Well,
you're
we're going
love
to
it.
dig in the during the break before we have bar two. I'm going to smash a crawfish quesadilla. This is a beautiful thing.
I think something like this would amaze Bartu. I mean, in Washington, you don't get things like this.
No. He crawfish. First of all, that's a good point. If we had him down in the spring, and he got to see a bunch of Mississippi people at Mudbugs on a Saturday, tearing into some crawfish. First, he'd be like, "Holy smokes!" and then he'd love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember we did a catering job up in Nashville several years ago, and there's people. We're on the sidewalk of this restaurant, and people walk by. What is that? They had no idea what a crawfish was. We get them to try one, and they were going in the restaurant ordering them.
Love it. Oh, Matt Coulon with the delivery. Look at this. Oh man, Blake, you're taking over.
As I planned.
Well, I know how much you like to talk on this show.
It does look incredible. I'd rather be eating that quesadilla. Here's what shocked me. I didn't know that you would do the shrimp. I didn't think about the corn and sausage and all that stuff in it. You know what I mean? I thought I guess I thought it was going to be quesadilla and maybe cheese or something. I didn't know what to expect. But it smells incredible and it looks even better. I'm jealous.
For the win?
No,
That is spectacular.
Is this one of those things that comes about because you guys, I know you said you were looking for other ways to do it, but isn't this one of those, as someone who worked in a restaurant, you just come up with ways to eat what you have in different ways, right?
No doubt.
When you've already got something, you're cooking everything. Literally, all we had to do was start getting tortillas and cheese.
Yeah.
And then it was born.
Yeah. It's like when I worked at Somber, we came up with the quesadilla burger, which is now on the menu, but it's like we're tired of eating the normal stuff. Give me 2 quesadillas, put a hamburger between it. Then it went on the menu, you know? Same with the crawfish quesadilla.
Tell me about this sauce.
It's actually, Callie, my
you,
wife,
brother.
it's my mother-in-law's recipe.
Okay.
And we were trying, Matt and I were talking, going, we need something extra to go with it. And Callie said, try my mama's sauce. I got to looking at it and going, it's basically a mix of a comeback and a remoulade. And how is it on the...
It is perfect. So it's a mix of comeback and remoulade. Doesn't get any better than that.
All right, Matt, I'll expect royalties when you start selling this. I'll pass it along to my mother-in-law.
I love it. Kendall Collins, Matt Coulon on the Out of Bounds show with Mudbugs, and they just, in studio, they did this, which is pretty cool to me. They just made crawfish quesadillas, which is kind of a special in the winter, spring, and early summer at Mudbugs, and they'll fire up Mudbugs somewhere around New Year's or in January with the best crawfish in the state of Mississippi. Thanks, Kendall. Appreciate
Thank
it,
you
brother.
for having us, bud.
Thanks, Matt Coulon. Thank you, dude. Dave Bartu coming up next. The Out of Bounds show is brought to you by what's in my hand right now, which is Parish Canebrake beer. We have it on tap here. It's out of Louisiana. It's a wheat ale, and it is delicious. We highly recommend you trying it. Parish Canebrake wheat ale.